Hello, dear ones. Happy full blood moon eclipse in Scorpio. This is quite the moon. I'm actually going to be doing this about a day early. The full moon will be exact for May 15th for some of you and May 16th for others of you. And I'm just going to look at my phone really quick. It's going to be at 12:14 a.m. on the 16th, East Coast time. So you'll have to adjust for your time zone. So obviously those of you on the West Coast, it's going to happen on the 15th, and then East Coast Europe, you're going to be looking at the 16th for this eclipse to happen. But it is a potent one, and this entire week leading up to it has been part of the energies that we've been feeling building up to this. And full moons are really about a release. And because this is in Scorpio, which often is a sign associated with releasing anyway, because it's the time when we're in deep fall. It's not the beginning of fall, it's deep fall, where we're just about to transition into winter and everything is dying, everything is losing its leaves. There's a real feeling of leaving a season and going into another season entirely. So we're really going to see that reflected in our lives. There's a great releasing, and there's almost like a feeling, because this is on the south node, this lunar eclipse, there's almost going to be this feeling of like a powerful expulsion, like really like letting go of something, and not to be really gross, but it's really almost like getting sick to your stomach. It's that kind of feeling. It's like it is time to get that out of our system so that we can move on, so that we can truly be ready for what's next. So I won't lie to you, this is a very potent, very intense moon. And if you've been feeling it leading up to it, you're in good company. You're not alone. I can just encourage you to do all the self-care things, just being gentle with yourself, checking in with yourself, checking in with other people as you have the resources and the energy to do so, because it's a tough time. And following this eclipse directly, we have Mars and Neptune getting together, which really can be very intense on its own without this eclipse to back it up. But to have that too, it's a lot of energy. And Neptune often makes us feel that there's a cause to fight for, and with Mars right there, it's that feeling of fighting for what we believe in and really going after our dreams and going after what's really calling us. So just a lot of intensity. And I'm not going to lie too, there's also a possibility of great change coming into all of our lives within the next couple of weeks. And I have tried to feel into, is this a collective change? Is this something worldwide? Is this something everybody's going to know about? And to some degree that may be true. But certainly in our personal lives, there will be things that it's just time to let it go. And we may actually have things happen that help us to let it go. But there may also just be this really strong compunction within you to know, I have got to do this. I have got to leave this behind. I have the strength now to say, okay, I need to leave this relationship, or I need to leave this job, that you'll be able to really go forward now with what you want. So there really is an energy of supporting you to do that, even as uncomfortable as it is. So try really hard to stay present. The present is your power place. It is your place where you know where you are, where you can act from a very empowered and embodied place. Don't future fear, as much as what the words I'm saying could possibly make you go, ah, just trust it will unfold the way it's supposed to, and your guides and angels are watching over you. You will be okay. You will move through this time in the best way possible, but staying as present as you can and checking in with your body and breathing can be really, really helpful. And I have a feeling if you're watching this, you have been feeling the intensity, and hopefully my words actually come as a comfort to you to know, okay, I'm not crazy. I really am feeling a huge shift that's happening underneath everything that we can see. There's a big shift happening underneath, and soon it will become manifest and apparent. So if my channel helps you, any likes, comments, subscribes, they really help support my channel and help me get this message out, and I really appreciate it. I do a happy dance for every single like, so thank you. And also, if you're looking to really get some specific and personalized advice around this full moon, and some illumination of the energies you're moving through, I would offer to treat yourself to a full moon tarot reading, which I will link below if that calls to you. Just answer some questions that might be coming up right now, and just to support you through this journey. I think that can be really, really helpful. Sometimes when we get into those intense places, it's nice to have someone else to look at the energies instead of you having to navigate them all on your own. So I will offer that if that calls to you. And then if you followed my channel for a while, you know that I love to do a 3-card reading with these brief astrological updates. And really, there is so much happening with the astrology. I'm not even going to go into it. There's literally like probably 12, 15 things that are happening. So I'm just going to touch on the eclipse itself and the Mars Neptune, and there's like a plethora of other things happening. So yeah, you can do more research if it calls to you, but I feel like just kind of leaving it there, leaving it poignant, leaving it accessible in this moment is what I'm going to do for you. But I'm going to do a 3-card reading, and you can pick card 1, 2, or 3. You can pick all 3 cards. You can pick now, you can pick later. Let it be an intuitive exercise for you to strengthen your intuition, to strengthen your connection to your intuition, and hopefully bring you a lovely message of support and insight for today. The deck I'm going to use is this one. This just called to me. And because I forgot to mention entirely, we are within a Mercury retrograde. It just seemed like this deck was kind of perfect, you know, just kind of people showing up from your past, maybe even having some touch-ins with the spirits that care for you and support you, like your grandmother, or, you know, possibly smelling your grandfather's aftershave or something like that, where you just know they're there for you and they're watching out for you. Mercury retrograde can really be a time where, you know, we meet people from the past or even have connections like that in spirit that are really precious and can really affirm for us that we are not alone. So don't be afraid of Mercury retrograde. It really is truly a beautiful time. It's a time to actually be able to slow down and be able to make those connections that aren't always possible. Along those lines, I'm actually meeting an old friend tomorrow for lunch, and we haven't seen each other in years. It's been like 20 years. So that's the kind of beautiful things that can unfold. So allow yourself to move slowly as much as you can, or slow the time down within you. Watch your breath and feel like you can slow that down to kind of make things a little easier to navigate. And the first card we have is actually flying out here. We have the 7 of Swords. So this beautiful card here. If you have drawn this card, it really is a message about allowing yourself to believe in yourself, to trust in yourself. This card often comes up around having some self-doubt, like you don't know if you're worthy of what you want to do. You don't know if you actually deserve what you want to do. You can even have a little bit of like an imposter syndrome, like you feel like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I want to affirm for you, if you've drawn this card, it is saying you do know what you are doing, and you can trust what's coming forward in your heart, and you can trust the intuitions and the feelings that you feel that are coming up. So I would offer, if you drew this card, to begin to say, I trust myself, I believe in myself, I am seeing this clearly, and to go forward from that informed place, because that will actually really help you navigate the next few steps of this journey here. All right, card number 2. I just like these two because they have these pretty gold edges. It always makes me happy. I love decks that are edged. It's that extra little Venusian quality that's just so beautiful. All right, for those of you who drew the second card, we have the 8 of Pentacles, which is a gorgeous card. This card says that you are deep in it. You are doing the work. You have been doing the work for some time. And this might be your actual, literal, mundane, physical job. This also might be something spiritual you've been trying to bring to pass, or some work that you've been doing in the spiritual realms. And the universe is saying, if you keep on this path, if you keep doing the things you know to do, you will absolutely be successful. So if this is like in a mundane job, keep doing what you're doing. Keep networking, keep doing the things that you know are promoting success and are allowing you to keep moving forward, to keep growing within your position. And if it's a spiritual work, then keep doing all the things, the meditating, you know, the working daily. This card really does come up around do the daily things. You know, it's not the whole like procrastinate, wait till the last minute and then do something, you know. This really is like little bit by little bit, cinch by the inch, and you will get there. And it promises you success. I always love this card because it's like you will be successful. It's absolutely guaranteed if you keep on this path. So a beautiful message for those of you that drew that card. All right, and for our last card here, card number 3, and we've had a couple fly out, so I never take it if a couple fly out. I'm usually more about if one card comes out. That's just how I roll it. But what we've got here is the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting, a lot of pentacle energy. There's a real feeling for all of us right now to be as grounded as you can be. The energies are wild. So really making sure that you are staying connected to your body, that you're breathing, that you're eating well, drinking well. And this card, for those of you who choose this one, you may feel like you're not getting anywhere. You may feel like you're doing all the things and it's not happening, or you may feel like you don't know what to do, but you have these dreams and you're not getting there and you don't know what's going to happen and you're frustrated. But this card absolutely promises that you are moving ahead. You are, even if you don't feel movement, even if you feel as stuck as can be, you are moving forward. The Knights are the rhythms of life. They do show there's motion. That said, this is the slowest of the nights. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So there is a motion forward. Trust that. Know that you are moving forward and you are moving towards your dreams coming true. It just may not happen as quick as you want, but you are on the right path. You are absolutely right where you're supposed to be. And the things that are unfolding now are helping bring in the lessons and the understandings and the expansion within your own self to bring forward the wisdom that you will need later in life. Sometimes I feel like the universe is more interested in the long game of our soul rather than the short moment. It's like in the moment we want what we want. We want our desires to be there right now. But the universe says, no, I'm more interested in the evolution of you, of your own growth, of your understanding of this wisdom that's slowly, slowly evolving within you. So just trust that there's motion and trust that there's something within this now that is really crucial for you, even as hard as it is to feel like you're just kind of within this place and it's not moving forward very quickly, but it is moving. So I hope these messages are supportive and helpful. Again, we still have a day and a half before this all goes down. So just being really gentle with yourself and moving slowly and carefully and doing all the physical things to take care of your body. Whenever Neptune's involved, you want to be careful with your body, that you're nourishing it, that you don't get into using, substances unnecessarily, and just helping yourself to move through as easily as you can, as gently as you can with your body. So take good care, my friends. Happy full moon, and I will talk to you super soon. Lots of love.